One of the key things we always want to do on these projects is to make sure that we keep them healthy throughout the entire feeding period. Because every day that they're sick is a day lost. And every day that you've lost on the feeding program, somebody else has gained that on you, and there's a chance that you'll never get it back, and you may stand behind them in the show ring. And then the other reason too is loss of performance, but the other thing is you certainly want to keep them healthy, because in extreme situations these cattle can die, and we definitely don't want that. So the health program, preventive health, is the first step to making sure that you keep your project healthy during the entire feeding period. And when I'm talking about preventive health program, I'm talking about making sure nutrition's right, but also making sure you've got a vaccination program. You always want to assume that that animal has never been vaccinated before. Unless you're 100% confident that the person you purchased it from did a good job immunizing, and when I mean immunizing, they handled vaccine properly and they injected it properly, and that animal gained some immunization to whatever particular disease. If you're 100% certain the person you purchased that animal from did a good job at that, they did everything right, everything was handled perfectly, and you're confident that that animal has got some immunity to whatever disease it is, then you may not need to go ahead and revaccinate and booster that animal. However, most of the time, I don't think that confidence is always there. And so what I always recommend, go in these projects, we spend a lot of money on them, there's a lot of time, and there's a lot of emotional commitment from the kids too. And so we certainly don't want them to get sick, and certainly don't want them to die either. So I always recommend vaccinations are inexpensive, they're easy to administer, and if they're done properly, they will protect the animal. And so my first recommendation is, unless you're not 100% certain, then go in, revaccinate those cattle, and then also booster them as needed.